folks, welcome back to Tutor Zone here. Today we're going to try to find the value of pi cosine pi over 3. So before we continue, I will ask you guys to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're on TikTok, the link is in my bio. And don't forget to like and share my videos. So here we're going to find cosine pi over 3. Now, what we need to understand here is that we have a triangle here. Pi over 3 is 60 degrees, so that's what we need to know. Pi over 3 is 60 degrees, which makes this 30, which makes this 90. Now, if I draw another side of that triangle right here, okay, I will have here 60. Okay, right here will be 60. Okay, this will be 60 right here. And then we have two 60s, which makes these two here 60. So this is an equilateral triangle. So it forms an equilateral triangle, which means that this is an isosceles equilateral triangle, 18, 18, which means this side here is also 18, the base. Now, since we're only talking about half the triangle, we will use half the base, right? Half of the base of that triangle, which is 9. Okay. Now we just need to find this other leg right here. And we can do that by using the Pythagorean theorem. 9 squared plus a squared equals 18 squared. Alright, so let's do this. So 9 squared is 81. We have a squared. Now we need to figure out what is 18 squared. And 18 squared is 324. Right, and then we're just going to subtract 81 on both sides here. Okay, we're going to subtract 81 here on both sides. Okay, and when we do that, when we subtract 81 from here, we're going to get 243. So a squared equals 243. Okay, and this is going to be root 243. Okay. All right. So next step. So now adjacent cosine pi over 3 is adjacent over the hypotenuse. Now what is adjacent over the hypotenuse? Now we don't really need it that side. This one right here, we don't really need that. We just needed the adjacent, which is 9, and hypotenuse is 18. Okay, so it will be cosine of pi over 3, right, is adjacent, which is 9 over 18. Okay, now what is 9 over 18? Is simply 1/2 when you reduce it. And this is your value of cosine. Cosine pi third is a half. All right, now just to backtrack a little bit, how do we know pi third is, just in case you ask, well, how do you know pi third is 60 degrees? Well, we just look at this denominator 3, right? Because we just take whatever the degree is, 180, okay? And we just divide it by 3. That's all. And that gives you the 60. Okay? So whatever that radian is, okay? Whatever that radian is, you just divide it by that denominator, unless there's some other number here beside, like, say, like, for example, 2/3 pi. Okay? And of course, you're going to do 180 divided by 3 and then times it by 2, okay? Which is really 120. Okay? If we're talking about that. All right? But that's all, folks. Cosine of pi third is a half. I hope you enjoyed this session. This is a quick session. Later on, I'll have a much more detail. So leave a comment and let me know what you think about this video. Thank you.